I'm going to be throwing around some names that likely the general population don't know, and your life is probably better for it. But the main character in this situation, and somebody who she believes to be the main character in her life for sure, is Pokimane. She's a streamer. I know I didn't mispronounce Pokemon, but no, it's Pokimane. I guess I think her name's like Iman something. She's Canadian, and all the worst things about the internet come from Canada. She's selling merch, some unique merch, okay? She's kind of getting into the supplement market, or at least that's kind of her angle. She's selling cookies, okay? W for a woman, just, starting up a bake sale, but that's where the problems arise because, well, she's selling cookies, 4 bags of cookies for $28. Well, unless those things are in 5-pound bags or they're baked with gold flakes. Those are awfully pricey bags of cookies. And our good entitled friend Pokimane, well, she just wanted to go ahead and make sure that everybody knew that price point was gonna be sticking. And if you have any criticism for her, well, you're just too poor to comment. Here's the clip itself.
When people are like, "Oh my god, $28 for cookies?"
Ugh.
It's 4 bags.
Yeah, it's 4 bags of cookies that you could easily buy at the store, but okay, getting ahead of myself. And when I heard this clip for the first time, there's just one thing that just immediately sprung to mind that I wanted to yell at the top of my lungs, but that would end up getting me demonetized. Let's go.
That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
If you're broke, just say so. Okay, so you got that full clip in context right there. Does that sound like a joke? Kind of sound like somebody who's getting a little bit heated about the criticism of the price point of their goofy ass pre-packaged cookies that they're just using, okay? Like, I'm not gonna go ahead and deride her for her marketing sense. Of course not. She's selling merch of some kind, and this is a classic tactic, okay? Like, a lot of people do this stuff online. You hear everybody has their own coffee brand at this point in time. It's called white label products, where it's just a generic product. You can go ahead and slap your own logo on it, and you can sell it in your merch store. Literally, how many different content creators do you know that have, coffee, different types of G Fuel, all the supplements that are out there? Hell, even to a, lesser extent, t-shirts, like they all come from Gildan, or what are the other ones that are out there? Okay, they're all basically come from the same spot. So there's nothing wrong with her wanting to sell merch. It's just selling them at such a high markup, and that's a bit of a problem, especially when the white label product is so easily available to find. And then for you to be so smug about it, that's where the problems start to arise. And especially when you have such a decorated history of being an absolute entitled woman on the internet. News outlet Deserto, who we, seen the clip from, and we'll also be using a couple more clips from them as well, falsely reports Pokimane is selling an existing cookie product for 3 times the price at $28, labeling it as a scam. The streamer's new Myna Midnight Cookies. Those are her cookies, okay? Her cookies right there. Myna Midnight Cookies are actually $7 a bag, 30% less than what a similar cookie was sold for at Costco. Yeah. So, not very good. Not very good at all. 30% cheaper is misleading. The original tweet shows the second image of the Myna bags have 4 servings of 7 cookies for $7 per bag. Whereas Costco, which, guess what? Her totally unique, her special recipe cookies, you can go buy them shits at Costco, has 14 servings of 7 cookies for $9. This sounds like an SAT question, but follow along. The Costco bags cost $9 per 98 cookies, or 9 cents per cookie, versus Myna's 7 out of 28, so 25 cents per cookie. So it's actually even worse than is being alleged right there. But that's all right. It's not like they're, a complete and total one-for-one ripoff, right? Twitch streamer Pokimane clarifies her new Myna Midnight Mini. Oh, see, they're little mini cookies, so it's all cute and stuff. Cookies are an improved version of the previous product. They are entirely different in terms of ingredient quality, quantity ratio, sourcing, the size and texture of the cookie, and of course, the added vitamin D. Oh, that's so great. The cheapest available vitamin. She sprinkled in enough. Well, is it enough? Do you get your entire daily dose of vitamin D from your product? 15% per 7 cookies. Okay, so just take a look at everything that's there. Obviously, I'm going to be linking out to everything, all of the different tweets that we're pulling up right here for you to go ahead and, run comparisons on yourself. So there's the ingredients, gluten-free flour, almond flour, organic cassava flour, which is just cheap filler stuff. Like, the almond flour is good, but the cassava flour is just basically the bulk that's in there. Okay, somebody who, spends an exorbitant amount of time reading nutrition labels, I know a ting or two about a ting or two. Organic coconut flour, that's not bad, but I'd imagine the cassava flour is probably doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Palm oil, that's terrible. That's really bad stuff. But don't worry, guys, it's sustainably sourced palm oil. Palm oil still spoils exceptionally quickly and is really bad for you. It should be classified alongside the other vegetable oils that are out there, but I'll continue. Organic coconut sugar, still sugar at the end of the day. White chips, okay, so white chocolate chips. Sugar, we don't really worry about the quality of sugar that's there. It's just simple sugar. Palm oil and, palm kernel and oil. So, okay, is that sustainably sourced? No. That's just the oil that's on top of that, right? And natural flavor. Nothing natural about natural flavoring. Sunflower lectin and salt. Yeah, the sunflower lectin, again, that's very highly inflammatory stuff. Not great for you. Cocoa powder, nothing wrong with that. Organic agave syrup, you might as well just put in high fructose corn syrup because that's just the same shit under a different name. Soluble tapioca fiber, again, just something to add bulk to the cookies. Vanilla extract, nothing wrong with that. Baking soda, sea salt, natural chocolate flavor. Natural chocolate flavor. Again, see the natural flavoring for the exact same description there. And mushroom powder. I've got nothing to say to that other than the fact that it's just a cookie, man. It's just a cookie, man. It's just a cookie. Have a sugar cookie. But you can check out the macros that are out there. 9 grams of fat, 3.5 grams of saturated fat, 75 milligrams of sodium, 14 grams of carbohydrates. All added sugar, nothing, taken away from sugar alcohols or anything like that. 2 grams of protein. And the only thing of note right here is, yes, 3 micrograms. 3 micrograms of vitamin D. That's the special additive that you have in there, as opposed to the Costco stuff that's right there. What do you see that's any different there at all? All you see that's any different. The only thing that's different is those 3 micrograms of vitamin D. Everything is broken down exactly the same, but trust me, guys, it's completely different this time around, okay? Everything has been sourced better, the texture's better, even though it's the exact same ingredients, sans just, the little sprinkling of vitamin D powder over the top of it, and it's sourced responsibly, which is the exact same product. It doesn't say so I go ahead and claim something different. But of course, everybody pointing out an obvious scam. Nothing, like I said, nothing wrong with selling merch or selling additional products or anything like that. Absolutely not. It's just the markup, and that's what everybody has a problem with. And then your bitchy response to that, well, that elicits a lot of criticism, but it also elicits a lot of support. And like I said, we're going to be talking about some people that are unsavourable to say the least, and one of the many people that we could pull up who are unironically running defense for this idiot using the same old tired hack tactics is the former ex, or I'm sorry, I guess it would be the current ex, the former girlfriend or the ex of XQC who, oh my god, again, okay, if you don't know who these people are, your life is better for it, but because, got to do this research stuff, I unfortunately know XQC, if anybody can sniff out a scam, is the guy who literally freeboots all of his content and monetizes it, okay, and has absolutely no shame for doing it. One of his cheating bitches here. You guys have people like Neon, Jack, Sneeko. Well, Neon's a simp. I don't know who Jack is. And Sneeko, depending on the day, then you figure that out, and then you can figure out what he actually stands for on that day. Who average thousands of viewers and do nothing but spread negativity. Hey, you know what? I will go ahead and defend Sneeko on this one. Whenever I've checked out a couple of his streams, it's normally whenever Myron is on there. Okay, they're at least adding value. And Sneeko's been doing a lot of, Islam preaching. So you could say that's negativity if you're an idiot, but I would generally say that, hey man, he does a lot more than just whatever you're alleging there. And whenever I've seen a Sneeko stream, nothing's terribly negative except for probably shitting on people's bad ideas. But okay. But when a girl sells cookies, that's when y'all want to speak out. Yes, that's the only thing that they're talking about. Don't you dare set up a bake sale, bitch. The immense hatred towards women on the internet is unhinged. Oh my god. Well, this is what happens, man. Okay, she probably has, links in her bio or whatever. And of course, instead of tackling the criticism appropriately, just simply go misogyny. Okay, so let's see if we can get dumber from here, or if this is the redemption arc. Yes, Nadia, as the hate towards women that give the cookies their price tag. Coincidentally, it's also the hate towards women that made everyone live paycheck to paycheck and not be able to afford luxury goods. And there's no valid criticism here. Tell 'em, queen. Not bad. Not bad. You know, an exceedingly rare XQCW. But somebody that you could never, ever, ever say that about is Hasan, who, guess what? The self-avowed socialist is out there defending some of the most blatant predatory capitalistic tactics that you're likely to ever see, is out there standing for like 20 minutes. But this is just the important clip that's out there, okay? He's got to go ahead and defend the queen of Twitch because he needs to go ahead and maintain his throne as the king of Twitch, okay? You don't want to mess up the hierarchy, okay? You don't want to mess up that socialist empire that they've perfectly curated over there, right?
She's charging $7 a bag.
Yeah.
Now, that's almost twice the amount, right? That's like a lot. That's a big upcharge is what you would say.
Yeah.
Except the difference is it's supposed to be a higher quality of cookie.
Holy fuck.
I don't really give a shit personally. It's like supposed to have palm oil and you know, all this shit that you have in it.
This motherfucker pulls 30 to 40,000 people concurrently every fucking day. And he's got such sterling insights like, oh, it's got like shit and stuff. It's like, I don't know. She could charge whatever. I don't know. This is why places like Twitch and Kick, if they just all fell off the internet. Okay, I'm not calling for them to be banned or anything like that, but if people would just simply go outside and, I don't know, just do anything with their fucking life, all of these idiots would have to go to work, but then they'd also be so stupid as to think, because the only job that they're probably qualified for is flipping burgers, they would try to do it with their teeth and end up with third-degree burns because they're that fucking dumb. But somebody who's a little bit more hit and miss, okay? You have Moist Critical, Penguin Zero something or other on YouTube, but Charlie, I think is his first name or something like that. Somebody who's good on some things, no, a little bit more annoying on others, but probably the most, he's definitely the most fence-sittery of everybody that's out there. He's right more often than he's wrong. And he actually, once again, you know, accurately assesses the situation. Moist Critical blasts out of touch Pokimane amid cookie controversy. Okay, streaming star Pokimane recently revealed her new snack company, Myna, on November 13th, releasing healthy chocolate midnight mini cookies. And again, we went over the ingredient list, and as somebody who, you know, kind of fucking went to school to study that shit, I can go ahead and say that shit ain't healthy at all whatsoever. That's like trying to hit your daily macros by driving through McDonald's. It's just not the most effective way to get 15% of your daily dose of vitamin D. Go outside for a 20-minute walk. You'll get your 15% plus more. I guarantee it. It wasn't long before the controversy kicked off as her fans spotted an almost identical product at Costco. Literally, without the Dustin of the D. With the same ingredients, nutritional value at a cheaper price, $7 per bag of cookies, and that can only be purchased as a 4-pack, 8-pack, or 12-pack. Spokesperson for Myna has claimed that their snack is unique and exclusive to the company. Well, of course you'd say that. It doesn't have Pokimane's endorsement, so that makes it different, guys. In a recent November 18 live stream, Pokimane hit back. He called her fans broke. Fans is a very interesting way to say that all of the simps in chat, which, thanks to simping, once again, that's the reason why I go so hard on it. If it wasn't for simps, you know, mid-bitches like this wouldn't be so fucking comfortable and they'd be back working at the local Waffle House. But we don't live in those times anymore. It ain't 1950 anymore. Tradcons, get your fucking time machine and fuck right off, okay? We got to adapt to the world to the way that it is, and these e-thoughts can get away with literal murder with very few repercussions outside of a couple of smelly dudes calling her out and going, guys, it's not very cool, and it's different because it's like got shit in it. While Twitch streamer has received a ton of backlash. Moist Critical's latest video, the YouTuber put out in Pokimane on blast, claiming that he was dumbfounded by the controversial comment. It's just a really shitty thing to say, he said. Well, yeah, exactly. I don't know what would possess her to say something so rude and nasty to an audience that she's trying to sell this product to. Yeah, it's because she's an entitled little lady. Entitled lady. He added, trying to call people broke for not buying or not being able to afford it is some really out-of-touch shit. Exactly. And, like, okay, even if you wanted cookies and all you could get was just, like, little prepackaged store ones, you can find better alternatives as opposed to what, $7 little shits like that, and then you got to also have shipping on top of that. So guys, there is no conceivable way that this is good value at all. Later in the video, Moist Critical went on to explain that it's her viewers who have built her wealth through watching her streams and donating using their own money. Your wealth was built on their backs, he explained. Them watching you supplied you the money through the ads that get played to them, then directly donating to you, took their money and gave it to you, and if they weren't watching you, you'd be getting no sponsors, which make up a lot of streamers' income, and you need them, and you're dropping trousers and shitting in their mouth right now, which probably a bunch of them would appreciate. They're sick individuals, insulting them over having legitimate criticisms over your price point of the product. Pokimane has since apologized to her fans. Has she really? Because I've also got the apology pulled up, and she, instead of, actually apologizing, went, guys, I'm sorry for the way that you took it. It was just supposed to be a joke. There's a reason I played the clip at the beginning. Did that sound like a joke? No, that sounded like somebody who got up in their feelings real quick and decided to lash out irrationally, knowing that they could just run it back once again with the same old tired script. Well, what I said was 100% intended to be a joke. It wasn't. I see why it came off as insensitive, and I apologized for that. No, you didn't. I also understand. The current price of the cookies may be expensive for some, but you're broke. Oh, I'm sorry. And promise we'll continue to consider. What kind of fucking corpo speak is this nonsense? To keep Myna as affordable as possible. Fuck off. She's just, what's the next statement that she's going to put out there? I'm going to take a break from social media for a second, okay? About the same time that I also have a vacation scheduled, and then oopsie daisy, one of my pasty taped up titties is going to fall out, and I'm going to end up catching a 3 to 5 day ban on Twitch. Oopsie daisy, just a big old coincidence right there. Fuck off. I also want to clarify that this was said towards one rude chatter. No, it was supposed to be a joke. It was why'd you go ahead and walk that back right there? Okay, was it supposed to be a joke, or was it supposed to be a critique? Were you trying to clap back, or were you trying to make some funnies? The choice is yours, sweetheart. I did not at all intend to be a general statement or towards my community. And as you can see from the screenshots that are right there, her simp community is more than willing to just go ahead and lap up any fucking tripe that she decides to slop on the floor. And that's the new product that Myna is likely to put out. Unbelievable. But we talking cookies, man. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.